So now we are in Cozumel, and yes, we are. It's not the most attractive view right now. We are parked right up against another cruise ship, Royal Caribbean, and it looks like, I mean, we are so close, it's crazy. So I'm gonna go get some food downstairs. Yeah, so let's do it. Oh my gosh, this is so lovely. So I went to Marceline's Market. I had a wonderful breakfast. The food was fantastic. I didn't end up filming. I'll film a little later just because it was mayhem, as you can imagine. It is total mayhem in the morning, but very controlled and organized mayhem. Like, there's just a lot of people, but there's really like barely any lines. They have so many food stations. It is so beautifully put together, but the food, oh my gosh, like the eggs Benedict was incredible. That was an 11, like beyond. So not surprising for Disney, but so just chilling out here. We decided to get off the boat at Cozumel and just got off and did a little shopping. Not a great port, just to get off. Probably best to do an excursion, maybe, I don't know. But I am back at the Skipper Society. This bar is so epic. Yeah, it's so very epic. We're gonna do some trivia and Disney movie quotes. I've already done one of those. It was outrageously difficult to the point where I could tell the cast member giving the questions was embarrassed because it was so hard.
Well, hello again, Skipper Society. We've got some familiar faces, but we also got some new faces.
And maybe it's just because I'm discovering things that I didn't know, But one of the biggest discoveries, and I basically missed the last 2 days. So glad I found out about it. So they serve hot meals throughout the day. You order them, and they're all included, of course, with the concierge level. But their breakfast is so amazing, so delicious. It almost rivals, Palo is so wonderful. It's fantastic. It's its own thing, but it's just so much food. This is like eggs Benedict and breakfast sandwiches, and they'll basically get you anything you want to from the other kitchen. And to just be here, sit outside, enjoy. They have a cappuccino, latte, anything you could want. It is so wonderful. But I have just discovered something that is a secret or not, but it is a rarity. It is a rare gem. It is a hard thing to find. The Mickey Churro Waffle will change your life. Oh my gosh, this thing is probably one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life. I was resistant to getting them, like, it's going to be too sweet. I don't want all that stuff, whatever. My waiter literally sat down. He got on his knee and he looked right in my face and he said, "You have to do this. You have to get this." He was dead serious. I took his advice because that's just what you do. It is one of the best things I've ever eaten. They serve it in the concierge, but they're also serving it on the boat, on the ship. They only do it one time per cruise, so it is a magical moment. You must do it, and I am telling you, hands down, this is probably the best thing you will ever eat at Disney, period. That's right, I said it. Here that overlooking a beautiful funnel. And the kiddie section. Look at this. So beautiful. Look at this. So this is actually a smoking, but don't really know. But I have to say, this is quite view up here. So I am at the top right now, and what a view. Now this is the secret spot that everybody says to come to for fireworks. If I can stay awake, which I have yet to do. This is cool. Okay, so one of the absolute huge benefits of having a 7-day cruise is that you really get to enjoy the ship. You get to explore at a leisurely pace. You can just kind of walk around, check all the levels. I mean, there's so many different things and different places, and I mean, literally we've been on this ship for 4 days now. No, sorry, 3 days, and there was like a whole floor that I hadn't even seen yet with all the movie theaters and everything. So it's kind of amazing how you kind of find your little nook and then you end up staying there. But I have just discovered this level 14. So now this is technically, I guess, the smoking section. Right in here, I mean, quite a gorgeous area to sit and relax and lounge and smoke, but, you know, you can come up here no matter what, and this is beautiful up here. This is the highest level. Yes, there's nothing above us. And apparently, starboard side, is where you're going to get the best view of the fireworks. So I think this is the spot. These fabulous chairs back here. Sounds amazing. So if I can just stay awake for tonight, this is where I'll be. But wow, what a view up here. So that's what it is. There's so many hidden gems, so many places to relax and enjoy and just be outside. And so today we are in Grand Cayman. I am not going ashore. We didn't do an excursion. We were just kind of like, you know what, I just really want to relax on this ship and I just want to explore and see everything. So we didn't do that. And I have to say, yesterday, Cozumel, we had an excursion planned. It didn't quite seem like something we really wanted to do. We realized we were going to be kind of paired up with other parties who were driving like these kind of crazy looking ATVs. We just opted out and we tootled around. Cozumel is not the greatest port, so I don't know if that's a must-do. It's not on my list. I wouldn't get off again for that. But this is beautiful, and I love just being on the ship, exploring. So I think right now I'm going to explore the ship. Let's do it. Massage checked off the list. Heavenly. Her name was Lonnie. She was an angel from heaven. Oh my gosh. I mean, I've had a massage on the Fantasy. Look at my hair. I have massage hair and cruise hair. Oh my gosh. So spectacular. Just a wonderful experience. It's just so relaxing. It just takes you out into a whole nother world, and then you come back to the ship, which is very exciting. By the way, major pro tip, I am staying in room 12506, and I specifically chose this room because I am this close to the Concierge Lounge. So if you're going to do concierge, really try to map out where your room is to the Concierge Lounge, because trust me, you're going to want to be in there a lot. And there's concierge rooms, obviously all up and down here on the 12th floor, but also on the 13th, which you would have access to the concierge deck, even better. But I like having lounge literally right across the hall. told you this is going to be an entire video about just this Concierge Lounge deck. It's the greatest spot on the ship. I'm sorry, it just is. So we have yet again had a phenomenal, just lovely dinner here at the Concierge Lounge yet again. So I cannot stress enough about how much I love this Concierge Lounge. And basically we have kind of skipped most of our meals at night to just eat here because the food is so good. Tonight there was this gorgeous potato gnocchi. There was a beautiful chicken banh mi sandwich. I mean, so delicious. The food is amazing. I am still full from the most wonderful thing that I have ever had at Disney, which is the churro Mickey waffle. I will stand by that forever until something better comes along. I highly doubt it. So I had such a spectacular day. The massage, the Mickey churro waffle, the beautiful lounge here, still losing in trivia. We will change that this evening. So it is pirate night tonight. This is about as piratey as I'm getting. But I'm excited to see some fireworks tonight, hopefully from our room. And yeah, I'm just going to keep on enjoying this beautiful, beautiful lounge. TV catchphrase trivia. I took it home with a quote from Lost from Desmond. Okay. Amazing. I got famous for Night. We did like 5,000 trivias today. We won a couple. We were given some medals for no apparent reason, but we definitely won one. So we are on deck 14. And I think this might be the epic spot. We're going to find out. Which just so you know, they close off this whole area over here just because it's close to where the fireworks actually go off. So it's probably going to have a good view, but we'll see. From Falmouth, Jamaica. Oh my gosh, it is such a gorgeous, gorgeous day. It's very sunny out here. Again, welcome to my private patio that no one else seems to know about. I don't know. This has been such an unbelievable trip. I have no idea what day I'm on. 4, 3, 5. I don't know, but wow, has this trip been spectacular. The fireworks last night were amazing. We've started to really chill out on the food and the dining and all of that, even though it doesn't matter. I'm still full after every meal ever since we got on this ship. So and we have dinner at Coco tonight, so I'm very excited. And yeah, just another glorious day. So I'm here in February and the weather is amazing, like absolutely perfect in every way. Not too hot. There's a beautiful breeze. It's sunny. It's gorgeous. Magnificent. So the thing that I want to really talk about is I think I'm going to do a whole video just about the different concierge level experiences. The one on the fantasy, and this is for Disney, the one on the fantasy and the one for the treasure / wish are so unbelievably different. And I have a lot of sort of perspective now on like what ones I would do again. Obviously, I mean, it's just all about the service. The service is mind-blowing and you become so spoiled when you just feel so taken care of in every way with this kind of service. You get this on the entire ship, mind you. Everyone is like this, but concierge is like that times 10 if you can believe it. But I have to say, the food, I never really thought the concierge, I thought they just, had cute snacks and little samplings of like, little sandwiches and things. No, they serve they're smaller portions, but like the food is amazing and they will really get you anything you want. It's pretty incredible. But to me, this atmosphere is just everything. So like I said, it's sort of the ship within the ship. You feel it's just so comfortable. It's so peaceful. You can have the fun, energy, mayhem, excitement of the middle of the ship and then come back here and it's like you're on a private yacht. I mean, look at this. So I just think there is no world where I would say it's not worth it. It is very expensive, yes, but this trip in particular on the Treasure for 7 days, I'm really taking advantage of all of the amazing perks that come along with being concierge, and the food is one of them. The priority seating for the shows is phenomenal and makes things just so lovely, so you're not stressing about trying to wait in line or get a seat, but you just, and then the lounge area, pool deck upstairs is, to me, everything you want for relaxation. It's peaceful, it's tranquil, it is so gorgeous. I love it. So one other thing that I'd love to sort of look at, and kind of compare and contrast the two are, now I've done 2 versions of the 1-bedroom suite. And one was the Fantasy and one has now been the Treasure, which I think the Wish is very similar. I'm not quite sure, but I think it would be. But so just comparing the Concierge Level 1-bedroom suites, the Treasure just blows the Fantasy out of the water. The way that the room is set up on the Treasure, with the bed right next to the balcony, the long balcony. They both have long balconies, but the bed on the Fantasy is kind of tucked back. There's a wall in between you and the water. And so you don't really get to look out at the water when you're in bed. And that to me is one of the most amazing things about this room, because you can be on the side of the door, have the door open, and just you see that sunset come up every morning. Oh my gosh, it is heavenly, just incredible. So I would definitely say that the Treasure 1-bedroom suite is my absolute favorite. I mean, truthfully, like, what could be better? I'm literally having the most glorious Mickey waffle in this atmosphere. It's crazy. So, overall, I would say the pros and cons and the differences of the things that I love are, I absolutely love the theming on this boat. I know everyone has said it. This ship and what they've done to incorporate the theming from the parks, to me, is so special and so wonderful, and it's just so much fun. And it now truly is one of those things where you can say it feels like the 5th park. You feel so immersed in Disney, whereas, like, the other ships, I think, had a lot less theming. And now they've really just taken it up a notch, and it's just spectacular. It's funny, like, I was the most excited, as I think most people were, about the Haunted Mansion parlor. It's amazing. But what's funny, I've been on the ship for 4 days now, 5 days, 4 days. We've only really been there once or twice. It's really cool, and I think once you do it once or twice is plenty. The Skipper Society is amazing. The one thing I will say is a little bit of a disappointment for me, and they have the same thing on the Wish, is I'm a huge trivia player. Like, we are playing it nonstop. And so that's kind of like a big thing for us on the Fantasy. Those venues where they hold the trivia, first of all, they hold a lot of the trivia in the pub, which is really nice and so comfortable, and you can get drinks and food and play trivia. That's really fun. Then they've got the Tube venue, which is this huge sort of like dance venue. Like, it's so comfortable and big, and just feels really open and fun, and they could pack loads of people in there, but it's still really comfortable. So I think the venues on the Fantasy for the trivia and all of that stuff are much nicer, only because they don't do it in the pub here. The Periscope pub is really cool, but that is purely a pub. I don't think they do any trivia or anything in there. At least I haven't seen it. The Triton Lounge is my one probably note, my one disappointment. It's very small. It feels very closed in. It's literally got no theming whatsoever. It's not necessarily comfortable. And a lot of people love to play trivia. So they keep sticking the trivia in that room most of all. The Skipper Society has been great to play trivia, but again, it's not enormous, so I don't know. I would just say, I'm being very picky. The Triton Lounge isn't great, so I think that's where the Fantasy kind of shines, with the venues like the Tube and all those places that they have. But that's just me, just my particular opinion, just because I love to play trivia so much. But that's me being really picky. Whereas pretty much with everything else, I'm going to have to give major points, all of the points, to the Treasure. The Treasure is hands down my favorite ship so far that I've been on for Disney. I've only been on 3, but I just think the theming's incredible. But most of all, if you're going to splurge on Concierge, this is the Concierge you want to do. Unfortunately, and I'm sure you guys have seen other videos, hopefully you've seen my video about the Fantasy Concierge. It is a beautiful, cozy space. It does feel dated, but it is nothing like this. You don't have any kind of open area lounge where you're overlooking the water. Everything is enclosed. And the deck, I find to be, the pool deck for the Concierge is not great at all. It's all enclosed, and it just, yeah, it's like you kind of lose the fact that you're on the water. Whereas like I could sit out here, and I pretty much have been all day long, every day. So, so if I was going to splurge on Concierge, there is no question I would do the Treasure or the Wish, but the Treasure really, I just think everything about this ship, for me personally, is what I want when I get on a cruise. It's fun, it's themed, it's Disney, but at the same time, it's incredibly relaxing, so peaceful and tranquil, and honestly, like the highest level of luxury. The food has been incredible. The service, as always, is amazing. And yes, I will definitely be back.